you took Puffy on tour first, right?
Yeah, well, when Puff and them blew up, they weren't savvy about touring, you know? So our tour manager, Rebecca Foster, she did us, KRS-One, Queen Latifah. So when we went on that first tour together with Biggie and Mary and Junior Mafia and Puff and them, then they hired Rebecca to do all of their tour management for them. So we were more experienced with booking the tour bus, the hotels, all of the routing, and we did that whole run together. So
so y'all knew Big.
Yeah, hell yeah. We knew Big like a motherfucker. As a matter of fact, Big used to come to our shows when we blew up with OPP when he was Biggie Smalls before he turned into B.I.G.
Right.
And then I remember one time when I hear him talk about Howard Homecomings, one time I was down at Howard Homecoming and me and Big was fucking with Ron G. You know? So literally, me and Big helped Ron G carry his crates into the party that night. And then we fucked around with each other, you know, the whole night. And before the night, Big was like, yo, Vin, let's take a picture together. So we went on the backdrop thing and we took the picture. And I don't have it anymore, but it's on the internet. I took a picture of it. Big wrote down his phone number and his beeper number. And I knew Big was on a come up because when you look in that picture, I got on a crispy pair of Timbs. And Big, he had on his vest. His Timbs was all scuffed up. Big was on the come up, yo. But Big was a big fan of Naughty. I mean, I remember we were in North Carolina. You know, KG was like, yo, this guy Biggie Smalls is out there, you know, just fucking with us. You know what I mean? So we had history with those dudes.
Right.
Definitely.
And Tupac, when
you will for that. I was getting ready to say that.
Was you friends with Tupac?
Yeah. I was friends with Pac, but Tretch and Pac met when we were still on the block and we had signed the Flavor Unit Management and they were still shopping our deal.
This 80s or 90s?
This was the 90s.
Okay.
This was 90s, yeah. So Latifah was on tour with Digital Underground, Heavy D and the Boys and all that. And back then she couldn't afford to take all of us on the road. They took Tretch out to be her roadie, and then in the middle of her show, he would come out and freestyle. And that's the same thing Tupac was doing with Digital Underground. So he was an up-and-coming MC. He would do his little segment with Digital Underground, but him and Tretch were roadies carrying bags for both
same thing, so they got cool that way. Right?
So they got cool like that, and then when they both went home, that's when the Juice movie happened. And I remember Pac had that role, and then Tretch and I used to always go up to Harlem and check him in his trailer. And I do remember this one time, Pac was in his trailer, and one of the PAs, production assistants, opened the trailer and was like, Pac, we're getting ready for you, la la la. He's like, all right. She walked away and left the door open. So I remember Pac in his Scarface voice, like, hey, what do you think this is, Hawaii? Close my door, you know? And he closed the door. But I knew Pac definitely had skills. And I remember being in his hotel room with him and Tretch, just freestyling back and forth. Pac was just spitting like crazy, man. Crazy.
I know you don't want, I'm saying, who won that?
I would give them both because Pac was a fan of Tretch because we had our first album
Right. Y'all was out pretty much first, like more dominant than Pac was.
Actually, the same time though, because he had that Tupacalypse album out.
Trapped Up and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, but y'all was still, y'all was crazy.
I don't think nothing on that album was better than OP. Well, Brenda Had a Baby, maybe?
Nothing bigger, but
it was nothing bigger, but Pac was definitely on his way, and he was definitely coming.
On his way. I get
and he was definitely talented, and he was spitting. So I definitely remember.
It was even that day. You gonna leave it at that?
That room, yeah. They both got it in.
They both won.
Nobody lost, yo. We ain't gonna do that.
Right.
Hey, what's up, y'all? This is the legendary Uncle Vin Rock from Naughty by Nature. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. This is Thanks for Asking.